Hey guys, MJ Rookie Forge here, bringing you a new video. Today's video is slightly different than my usual, which honestly I don't know if that's a thing anymore if I have usual videos, but this is a different type of video. This is how to get into the ODST drop pods that were brought to us in this new update. It's a bit of a glitch to get in it, but it is actually kind of fun. So there's two ways to do this. One way is through scripting, which is the more complex way. The other is in Forge, just to kind of mess about a bit. So the way you do it on Forge is you need 2 drop pods and 2 players. Door is optional, however it is preferred. So what you do is you get 2 drop pods, you hop on one of them. That one is not going to move. Then the second one is going to be pushed up against you by another player. The door facing towards the opposite door that you're standing on. Then you will be sandwiched into it. The one that is being moved is the one that will have obtained you. Next, you'll pull away the non-moving one, the one you were originally standing on, and you'll find out you'll be locked in the drop pod. You cannot move, you cannot really jump, you can't do much. Also, make sure you're crouching when you're standing and waiting to be squished. Next, you'll want to put the door on and move the drop pod over the edge or delete the floor below. And third, profit. Well, sort of. Here, that was my internet crashing, but you don't really profit from this. Unfortunately, this bug kind of has its limitations. Like a human body, the drop pod is going to reject you, as shown in the video. You're going to die really quickly. You're the virus and the drop pod is a host, and there it came for revenge. The drop pod doesn't really like having anything in it, so to explain this in Forger terms, how blocks, when they're originally phased into each other, function after you turn them into fixed or even normal objects or normal physics objects. Here I'm about to show you how it is to do it as the person squishing. The Spartan, me as an ODST, I fit perfectly in here. However, Spartans are a little tighter fit, so yeah. What we have in the drop pods is something we called the cozy zone. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. The drop pod gets squished against the Spartan, they do the dirty, and they conceive the Spartan inside the moving drop pod, because that's how that works, right? The cozy zone is when you know your friend or buddy or whoever is sealed inside that drop pod. Take a close look at where the service tag is. That's going to be your best indicator, or the rivets on the secondary drop pod. Once they're inside the cozy zone, you'll know they're locked in, and they'll kind of look like that. They'll be sitting in there kind of crouched. Then after that, you're going to want to go ahead and grab yourself a door and move on from there. Now, a couple things to note. The parent object thing is going to be up to your standards, really. We found that the parent object being the door usually allows it to last longer, allows the whole thing to last longer, the whole person as a person. However, if you didn't notice, right there he accidentally popped out. That was the drop pod rejecting him. So what can we do to make this work? Firstly, we can consider our options. We have the ability to shove someone in the drop pod. If we did this with scripting, an automatic script that moved a drop pod towards the person, then took it away, or took away the other one once that one was touching enough, and then proceeded to close a door on it, and then drop said door, or not just the door, but the drop pod, we'd be able to work that out. Dropping it when physics are on normal normally will kill the player. However, if we dropped them with scripts and dropped them with a script that basically, instead of dropping them, lowers them down. Unfortunately, it would have to be slow, but it could work. Also, notice how he's jittering in there. That is the drop pod still trying to get him out of the body, or the pod, so to speak. The other thing is that usually it fishtails when it rejects, but that's about it. Anyways, I want to see if the community can come up with a better solution for this. We now have a way to get in, but we don't necessarily have a way to A, get out, and B, keep it in a sort of consistent manner. It always fishtails and such. So if we can script it to drop at a standard pace and also have it kind of act normal, that would be awesome. But again, we haven't figured that out yet. We got this figured out over hours of testing. I want to say about 6 hours. We were really excited about the drop pods. Here I am creating a group. The drop pod itself, whenever I have it as a parent, usually rejects the player faster than I did when the door was the parent. However, that doesn't have to be the case all the time. Also, make sure you turn the magnets off after you're done with the door. I have a bonus clip of me trying to stick 2 drop pods together to make the perfect, awesome drop pod experience, but it doesn't go as planned, as you might have guessed already. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to leave you with the rest of the gameplay. This has been MJ Rookie, and if you have any suggestions and any ideas on how to make this work out better, leave it down below in the comments. I'll be reading up on it and trying them out. MJ Rookie, signing off.